And we are live. All right, there goes JB. Boom. I think that's it. Looking good.
Everybody share.
Kickbackers.
That's loud.
Really?
Yeah, I call viewers kickbackers, and I greet them every week the same way.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I need to come up with my own?
That and my stage.
Well, no,
experience
they're
is
kickbackers.
wild,
The people that's watching Kickback TV. So they're watching it, they're your kickbackers too. And they're your kickbackers too.
Oh, my kickbackers too.
So as you guys know, this is the last show of the season.
Yes.
Yes, hello.
Super producer Gilman is in the building.
What up, what up?
Gelman.
We call him Gilman. You know what we
Yes,
call
but
him?
Regis. No, not Regis.
Yeah,
Regis.
because he's
Kelly
always
now.
off camera, so that people rarely see him.
Okay.
So we call him Gilman. You listen to my clothes.
I didn't do nothing. Why you gonna try and call me
He was
out?
going to jack my ashtray, bro.
Oh, I didn't do that. That's what happened. My clothes was over here.
So can you apologize?
For what? What did I do?
You just accused me of doing
No.
it. Yes, you did.
I didn't call no attorney. I didn't put no charges. I was gonna let it go regardless. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is what we gonna do all night, y'all. Okay. JB, we're gonna have to be the ones to keep it in there.
That's business as usual. I'm good with that.
Okay, we're gonna reel it in.
Yeah,
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
that's
Hold
always-
Hold up.
Y'all the troublemakers.
We are not.
Yes, niche.
You don't see my halo?
Already.
You're
There's
already
You know-
establishing that?
Yes. Nah, I didn't do it. Y'all
It's
did
a
it.
halo.
Yes, I'm
Nothing.
an angel.
Well, I think. Yeah, watch
You know, Satan was an
Anyway,
angel for God.
Hey.
at one point too.
Whoa.
I'm a different type of righteous.
I'm the righteous ratchet. Did you know that? That's my mom. I guess we should introduce the show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or actually, we need to get in here so I can
Yeah. Give me a second.
share the show. So this is the end of the year show. It has been a wonderful 2018 on the show and in real damn life. Matter of fact, we're gonna start recording this. We're gonna start the podcast.
Do that.
Right now, usually what happens is only people on Facebook see this part of the show. People on YouTube and on
So they get the real one.
iTunes. Yeah,
They gonna-
Facebook get the whole story. But
Okay.
now, I'm gonna give everybody
You're gonna give everybody the lowdown, the backstage.
the behind the scenes. Exactly.
Okay. But you know, that's the only right since you had two queens and
Yeah.
Boom.
I receive it.
Yes.
Hey.
I receive it. All of it.
So, ooh, that's what she said.
Right there. Tim.
And we just right already into it.
What? So, if you're watching on YouTube or listening on iTunes or Spotify or Google Play, you're probably like, what the hell is going on? What's going on is it is our last show of the year, our season finale before we go on winter break. And it's Kickback TV, so we're having a goddamn kickback, sipping, smoking, and having good conversation. And we have two people joining us today, two very special young ladies. And before I introduce you, I'm going to make sure I share this to all the groups. And while I'm sharing this, I guess I should introduce you guys first. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Well, I'll do like this. This is Love. This is Niche. Now, if either of you has any, well, both of you should say something about yourself. Love, tell them something about yourself.
Okay. As mentioned, my name is Love, and
And that is your actual name.
that is my real name. Blessed, I was gifted with that name from my mama, so thank you, mommy. And so I'm originally from New York. My parents are from Panama.
Hey.
And I'm a serial entrepreneur. I own 3 businesses. And I'm just honored to be here.
Hey.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming out. Shit. Niche. Talk to the people.
What's good? My name is Nisha Dubois, aka The Kid. I like calling myself that. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. I have 3 businesses as well. It's my lucky number. Or favorite number. I'm a spiritual healer and also a spiritual reader. I'm coming out with my workout program, and I'm a damn good mom.
There it is.
Thank you for the privilege and the honor. Like, this is as best as it gets.
Hey!
This is as best as it gets.
And this is going to be a lit ass show because it's the end of the year.
Yes, we made it, y'all.
Yeah.
Glory.
Okay. And y'all know I'm new in SJB. But actually, let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. All right. So this is the official welcome. Last show of 2018.
Indeed.
Going into our 7th year of doing the show in 8th season. Welcome to KickbackTV, live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN and the Revolution. Will be televised. I'm new the mayor, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Sunday at 7, we right back at it.
Okay.
Shaolin fantastic. You hear me?
What's up, y'all?
Plug for me, Shaolin fantastic.
What's up, y'all? It's JB Frank. I'm that gangster geek representing NWA, Nerds with Attitude. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Hey!
Better.
So, okay, so we look good here. All right, that looks fine. We good. Had to make sure we was looking right on the Facebook Live. So we have how about this? I'm gonna use my SAT word. We have a myriad of things to discuss today. A myriad.
You didn't use no big word?
Hey, I'm just saying. Let me put it out. Pinky finger in the air. A myriad of things to discuss.
His parents gave him hooked on fine.
I went to Harvard.
Oh.
No, he did. I didn't.
No, I'm like, you about to tell us like, we started to show up and I was like,
Well, he the nerd with attitude. I'm the righteous ratchet.
yes, but let's be honest.
We
you
both
know?
from each other, though. So.
Y'all didn't even hear that.
You
I'm an HU, the real HU, not the other one that Gilman went to, which is really an HI, I guess, an institute.
Yeah.
Ooh, that face though.
The shade.
I went to Howard, he went to Hampton. This is what we do.
Like, they're fighting.
Where's the
He's like,
sunlight?
do I jump across the table?
Yeah,
Like,
out of respect for the last.
do I
show
drop
of the
kick
season,
him? Like,
I'm gonna let him live
Let's
today.
keep the energy clean. Let's keep it clean. Like you coming in throwing boom, boom, boom,
We're
boom,
going to
shots
save the subject
fired.
before I had to take my jacket off.
Yes,
So, what's the first story of the day here? Oh, the event we went to on Friday.
Gallery 992.
I'm mad.
Cocktails and Erotic Conversations. I told y'all, they look, but they came. They was there.
It was
I know, I saw it.
epic. This is the book, y'all.
This is the book. Shout out to Jade.
Hey,
It was a book release party.
I wasn't gonna forget you, girls. Like, I gotta bring the book. You know
I also purchased the book, and Jade, if you're watching, drop a link to where they can purchase the book, or send me the link and I'll post it
Absolutely.
on all the pages because I got a big love for Jade. The event was great.
Yes.
Aside from the anal raping, we'll get to that later. But I want you guys to talk. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
What did I sign
Huh?
up?
It was the first topic, though. So let's just jump into it. Let's start from the beginning.
Explain to people how you were anally raped.
Oh. I was.
He volunteered.
this is
I did not volunteer. I did not volunteer. No, she's lying.
I'm not.
So Jay said we need some volunteers. Now come up here.
Wow.
And I was like, but I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. If you had an erotic book party and the ladies be like, come on up, you'd be like, okay, what you need to do? What I didn't know was going to happen is she had like some little
I like where this is going.
vibrating thing. And she was talking about.
You don't feel comfortable?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And I posted a
bad
picture
style?
on our Kickback page. Now, let me be fair. What they were doing was exploring the sensations that men feel in the taint. The taint is the area located between your testicles and your asshole. So now, I like that area licked. Shit, I don't mind getting my ass licked. I'm no different. But I don't want. But
You were freaking the sheets. There's a lot of men that don't.
the righteous ratchet. But
Oh my God.
that she can do. I'm telling you. But what I don't necessarily want is anything vibrating near my ass. That just doesn't seem like, you know.
That's a lot going on.
So
That's a lot.
so when I realized what the challenge is, I'm like, oh no, I gotta, cause Jamie F and told me, and then I gotta go. And I tried to hide behind. I tried to, you're lying. Don't even do that. I tried to hide behind
So he
Tans.
was down for the cause?
Hold up. I was down for the
Go
cause.
ahead, go ahead and finish your story.
So I saw my
That's all my
homegirl. I
interruptions.
saw my homegirl Tans, and I tried to hide behind her. And I'm like, come on. And then the girl started booing. Oh, boo. And I'm like, I'm not a sports boy, but you know what? Fuck it. So I go up, and then the girl is like trying to.
Oh Lord.
And she's like, I'm on the spot. And I was like,
Did we discuss this?
It was-
Did we approve this?
Okay, good. You making this real. You making this real.
I just wanted it to be over. She's like, so right here, and I'm like, let's just stop, man.
You
Let's
so
just stop.
you-
And where was the Me Too movement?
Okay, well, before we get into that, here's the truth, okay? Okay. So, yes, Jay did say we need some male volunteers. And I did hear her say your name, New. But you were very eager to have your ass
But I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it
tribute up and through. So, because New likes you like attention.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, she did.
Yes. So,
And you on the Facebook again. Once again.
yeah,
Stop
so-
lying.
so-
You're the Lion King.
all that bullying that he said happened, I don't recall. I'm not saying it didn't happen. Maybe in his little section, maybe it was the two people who were by him that was like boo, boo, boo.
No, it was a whole table of women, like 5 of them, and 2 of them became legendary that night.
Okay, but
They were.
excuse me.
I'm just saying.
She didn't interrupt you.
You objection.
Excuse me.
We
So now,
we need to wait.
yes, he's loose. It's Niles' turn to sit in the chair. He's sitting in the chair, and he has his pants all baggy. So when she goes to the spot, it ain't vibrating. He's not vibrating nothing. She's like, you're not doing, you don't feel. She's like, no. Then somebody in the audience said, oh, his pants is too low. Here, watch him. Oh, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. So the lady just
I was
ran
trying to
over
get this
it.
What happened?
That's how so he was like trying to fight. You can hear if you watch the video. If you watch the video, you can hear Jay talking about don't fight it. Don't fight it. She's like, hold that leg up. So he goes for the leg wider. He goes for the leg wider.
We got it cleared up, baby.
Trying like his hardest.
We got it cleared up. You tried it.
He was trying his hardest not to show pleasure. The man was enjoying it, but he was trying to fight the sensation. You liked it.
Oh my goodness.
You liked it.
All I got to say
And then
is,
you gonna come on here
And they want to front like he liked it.
You wanna come on here and front for
That's
that?
Oh, well, okay.
Wow.
Now we let you get your joke off. Okay.
so what you're saying is
So
you
now-
enjoy being anal
He,
raped.
it
No.
wasn't anal. Let's not do that because people in jail really
You're right.
do get raped.
You're right.
It was more sensation to the taint, and you liked it.
You
I
Oh,
like.
if you just admit
I
you liking
like-
your ass, like why you so embarrassed about
Well,
it?
Exactly.
That's my point. So obviously there's a difference in sensation. I just told the whole world I like my ass licked. I don't have a problem
Then you
with
should
that.
enjoy the thing.
But I didn't. I like the taint. I
You
don't
didn't
like
like the vibration.
Vibration.
I don't like
It's a different
vibrations.
sensation.
Is,
It's just
is
like
that more mental
I know.
or?
it's just like with a woman.
I
A
don't know.
woman
Is it-
doesn't.
is it
Some
more
women
mental?
don't like having their pussy lips pulled. Some of them doesn't like being licked. They like it being sucked. It's the difference. So
Yeah.
I get what you're
I like
saying.
what I
but
like.
But
But that I don't like.
But it wasn't like he was hating it. Like she
You
was
was
so
in there. You
Well, I mean-
resistant to it. You was a willing participant.
bounce up in
Don't
there.
No, I was
rape.
being
Do
a
not
good
call it
sport.
rape.
I was being a good sport.
You were being
A good sport.
And then you tried to blame the audience, talking about they
peer
pressure doing
Hold
it.
on, tell me. You just said that 5 times. One, I don't like attention.
Lie
I
number
get
one.
attention.
Lie number
I get
one.
attention. It ain't about liking it.
You
I get
and
it.
your friends were all loud, demanding attention. People look at you. Stop.
We were loud.
Yeah,
We
you
loud
were
niggas.
loud.
I'm from DC.
You
What the
were
fuck?
loud.
And they from New York.
Friend, I need you. to
I'm from New York. And
You loud. You're the last person on the show.
And that's beside the point. I wasn't loud that night. I wasn't garnering the attention. How many times did you volunteer to go up there?
Oh, Lord.
Hunger Games.
Oh.
How many times?
I went up there like 3 times.
Now,
Hunger Games.
I
That's your
did
new
participate
code
a lot. But what I'm going to say if they call my name, ask me to come
Stop.
participate? Be like, no, I can't do it this time.
Oh my God,
I'm a
let me
good
tell you,
sport.
this is-
I'm a good sport.
And then you revert back to the victim. This is what you
No,
do.
I'm not being a victim. I'm being
I
a
just
good
wish I was
sport.
there.
I wish you were
When
there
connected.
because Niche was such like she was booked and busy over there in the corner getting her readings.
Very
Giving her
blessed.
readings. Okay.
Very blessed. It was my first event, and I was nervous as hell. I didn't even think that my best friend was gonna show up, and she did. I love Nika. Like she took away all of my anxiety, my doubt, all of that. And every time I tried to get up to go and enjoy the event, somebody would be like, "Where you think you're going? I need to be ready." So
That's
it was
what's up.
humbling.
Yeah,
That's
It was
what's up.
humbling. And my
That's
first
good
client
business.
cried. I had her at the table
That is
crying.
excellent.
I was
That's great.
Yeah,
Good
so-
business. I love it.
So it was
hearing
very
that.
uplifting, but overall the atmosphere, they had poets there, they had artists there, especially Will Henry. Oh my God.
Oh, that
Yeah,
painting
Will
was
was
beautiful.
getting down.
Oh my
Look him
God.
up. I think he does like graphic art.
He
work
does
and
website
logos.
logos, he does branding, and I mean it's consistent across the board.
Will Henry, right?
Yes. RealHenryDesigns.com, I believe. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Did they pay for that? Hold on just a second.
Wow.
I'm just asking. We do have paid sponsors.
I'm here with you.
He's such an asshole. Yo.
I'm saying we do.
Such an
We
asshole.
do. I sell this ass. I don't just give it away for free.
Oh Lord.
Support should not
I
always
agree. I'm being
cost.
funny. We just did a whole segment on Jay's book. So I'm playing.
I'm flushed. You just the man. I was not ready. You should have sent me a little face. If you can replay that, I wonder how our faces look.
And then the highlight of the show was.
Oh,
Are we gonna talk about that?
What
yeah.
happened? What happened?
So
What happened?
So another time they insisted I help and dragged me on stage. They dragged me on stage. I was kicking and
I mean,
screaming.
you
Kicking and
should have
screaming.
just been a part of the show. You were.
I really should have been. I mean, I walked in.
I wish there was a way I could show like the stills, like the photographs of the event as it went through the night.
I mean,
on this live.
They ain't not ready. I'll tell y'all what happened, but I don't.
No,
know
I mean
y'all
of you
see.
running up there.
Oh, wait, hold up.
What? I had the pictures.
None of that. Look,
Just
one more.
one more.
It was.
I
And while you was up there, I'm gonna behave. I'm a guest. I'm a guest.
Oh, no. You have the producer's permission. No.
By all means.
When I was in there, what?
You was all acting like it was a real slum. And you all being all extra.
Alright, so this is what happened. This is what happened. They gave us I got it called candy dildos.
Yeah.
And so
they were large,
I was supposed
large
they large life size. So I'm supposed to hold it while a young lady performs fellatio on it. So I guess what she's saying is I should have just stood there like this.
Yeah, because you was choking the girl.
That's how I.
And you was handling it. He was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was fucking her up.
Okay.
That's exactly.
Girl wasn't ready. She had to take her to the back of the throat, crying and whatnot.
You gotta get your tears come down.
Probably
probably traumatized.
All I did was I smacked her on the face with the joke. I wasn't thrust you.
You were being real.
I just smacked her on the face with it.
All right.
You're supposed to.
So yes, that's
how I do it.
Needless to say,
Wow.
he had a great time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
The whole night.
Aside from the anal rape, it was a great time.
There
We
was
all
no
had-
anal rape.
We all had a fantastic time. I would say that I've been here 5 years, excuse me, and that was one of the better events that I've been to.
Yeah, I've been here since late 2009, and I didn't want to leave. I didn't want the event to be over.
We're going to do a part 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have
I'm throwing a part 2.
No,
No,
not without
I'm-
Jay.
Well, no, Jay's going to be involved. You're going to be involved. And the young lady who was angry raping people, I'm going to bring her out.
Stop saying that.
Okay. I'm bringing her out too.
Oh gosh, next topic.
No, I'm dead ass. We was talking about it earlier today. So, and I won a gift bag because, of course, I did so much shit. And I got the wiener cleaner.
The wiener
You got a what?
The wiener cleaner.
The wiener cleaner.
Why you didn't bring it? Oh, you used it?
I used it.
He was like, oh,
So, I can tell y'all what it is.
Let me bring it around.
It is a
soap.
It's a soap bar. Yes. I thought it was something different. Now, I have a thing with, well, fuck it, we talking. When I was young, I used to jerk off in the shower. Because I didn't know where to jerk off at. I was like 16 years old. Where to jerk off?
Did you sanitize your hands?
I said when I was 16, I'm 42. That was a long time ago. I don't jerk off in the shower anymore. No. But I got
Did
this.
you sanitize your hands tonight?
Yes.
Oh.
So, you know what? This is next topic. Next topic. Next topic.
God damn.
I promised people I would tell them what it was. 'Cause I didn't really know what it was. But next topic. So moving on.
It was soap.
Yeah, yes, it was soap. It's literal soap.
Gummy. How you do this every week, guys?
Okay.
All right.
So,
Jimmy,
all right.
you right?
I'm good. Out of you.
I got the truth, right? Somewhere in the middle of the truth
the
of all of
anal
that.
rape and
It was
the-
anal rape, okay? It was
Yeah.
he was very willing to participate.
Yeah.
Don't paint that picture. I was being a good sport.
No,
You
he
were
was
willing.
having
Okay,
a
so
whole lot of
It's
fun.
okay. It's
not
okay
rape.
being a willing participant.
So it's not rape then.
They just.
I'm gonna stop because I was about to
They
make
invite.
a terrible joke comparison. So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and move on. I'm gonna
That's
let
so
that
funny.
go. My left stroke just went viral. That's our viral story of the day, champ. That means this is a story that was out on the internet.
I mean, I'm gonna need you to brief us on this before you do it because we looking like, what the hell is going on?
I didn't see that on there.
I'm not like, he's yelling. Like, why are you yelling?
He does that a lot.
I really want to go back and
Just
look
be
at our
ready
faces
for it.
because
It
I'm
happens.
like,
It happens a lot. Yeah.
Everybody looks so
On the
concerned just now. That shit is hilarious, man.
I was like, are you okay?
What we gonna talk about?
Oh, so the story that went viral was
Yeah.
a husband whose wife went into labor. I guess we had to shift gears a little bit because this isn't a funny story. Wife went into labor, and due to complications from that, he was forced to make a decision between saving her life and saving the baby's life, and he chose to save the child's life. I think he has an insight as to why he chose to save the baby instead of the wife.
So I'm sure it was a terrible, hard decision for him to make, and as we discussed, we're not going to vilify the decision at all. I believe that he probably had a conversation with his wife, and that was a conclusion they made together. I remember reading about being chosen to be a mom is a gift, and you're a vessel.
It's a privilege.
So I'm feeling like maybe that was the mindset behind the decision. You fulfill your purpose as a vessel for this unborn child, and your memory will be honored through this child. So
I don't. It's not my place, or I think our place to judge that. That's the decision that he made. But I want to know what you guys would do in that situation. I'll tell you now, I'm going to choose my wife because I think that we can make another baby. And not to belittle the child's life, but I always believe the spouse is more important than the parents or the kids. Meaning my parents, her parents, or our children. It's me and the spouse. We've made a life commitment. My commitment to my child goes as long as I'm alive. My commitment to my parents goes as long as they're alive. My commitment to life is just forever. That's how I view it. So we will make another child. We will mourn that child. We will, you know, start a scholarship fund in that child's name. We will do something so that child will memory, I guess, to a degree, lives on. It won't be forgotten. It won't be swept under the rug. Like, that will be our child.
Yeah, it was live.
But it'll be something that we deal with together, as opposed to one of us dealing with it.
I agree, 100%.
Okay, well, I'm a mother of two. I got ages 8 and 7. So if I was placed in that situation, I would choose my life mechanic. I would want him to choose me. I have kids to look for. It's a delicate situation. That's a very delicate situation. And I'm trying to look at different scenarios. What if that was their first and only child? Whereas me, I have them to look for. No one's going to raise my babies like I'm going to raise them. They're not. So at the end of the day, it's just, I just feel like you got to respect that man's decision and leave it at that. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I necessarily don't. That's his life, that was his wife, and not mine or yours.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page here in that, you know, the commitment between the husband and wife is lifelong.
Speak up, yo. JB got sexy
lifelong commitment, and it transcends, I mean, believe it or not, it kind of transcends children.
It does.
Because you raise those children for a period of time, and eventually they leave the home and become adults themselves. God willing, you're still with your life partner during that time as well. It's so much more important than anything else. It's the foundation of everything.
The structure,
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I think we're all on the same page there.
Yeah, Mulberry just said she had to actually make that choice. And it was not an easy choice to make, and she still thinks to the baby that never was.
I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you. I'm sending you strength, love, and so much comfort to you and yours.
I couldn't imagine.
Hit me up if you need a healing session. I'll give you one free of charge. That's a forever process to go through when you lose a child. I miscarried last year. I was 3 months along, so I know what you're going through. Send me a direct message. It's Nisha Dubois.
Funny enough, my name is Love because my mom gave birth to a stillborn exactly about a year before I was born. So that's the story behind my name.
So much love and endearment.
I'm her love child. Yeah.
Embodied in certainty.
I tried. Thank you.
And you radiate that. And you got to think it. You radiate that. Like your exterior matches your interior. You radiate love. It's such comfort. It's such authenticity.
You must have never gotten teased from her about getting anally raped, because I didn't feel
that. No, she's real. She's authentic. She called you out on your lie. You was lying.
And I'm also my mother's miracle baby. She had 2 kids that were born and died shortly after they were born. So one lasted a few days, one lasted a few weeks. So they kind of were watching me like the first month, like.
And that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of keeping everything still, and
a lot of prayer.
That's a lot of strength within that woman, and then having that man there to hold her down. That means that's everything, and that goes back into what you said about the commitment.
We talked about. I said that we would do. I would say that, we would name the kid and do a foundation and all this. You know what's crazy about that? I know my 2 older brothers' names, Thomas and Ivan. I know them because my mother made sure I knew it. Now they were there years before I was born.
But they're still.
But I still know their names.
They're still living. You know,
spirit guys.
My mom always acknowledged PJ. So.
And I still do that with my little bear. I call him my little bear because I would turn into a mommy bear when it was time to eat. So just because he's not here physically doesn't mean that he isn't surrounding me with love and comfort. Like when I go to the gym, that's how I'm spending time with my baby.
Oh, wow.
That's how I acknowledge my baby when I'm in there and I'm doing the stretching or I'm just in there going in. I want to make my baby proud.
Oh.
This went. I didn't expect this.
Over here, like,
This went. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So nothing else seems important anymore. These topics just seem stupid now. Y'all want to talk about Kanye and Drake?
Oh,
After that, let me get back in my city mode.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Got to.
I did not consent. So Kanye went on Twitter.
Yeah.
Pause.
And he volunteered. And you coming in like a busted baby.
Really?
Busted baby.
Oh my God. All right, let's reel it in.
You want something else? You know that?
Speaking of bullshit.
Exactly. Speaking of bullshit, Kanye goes on Twitter the other day and does this long ass rant about Drake, saying that Drake has been dissing him since he first made that line, like Ye's pool is cool, but I'm just saying my pool is bigger. Since that point, he's saying Drake has been constantly taking shots at him. He said, Drake, I told you I didn't tell them about your baby. I told you I didn't approve the diss track. You're still not speaking to me, but yet you call Kris Jenner talking about how's the family. And then you text me purple emojis. You trying to threaten me. You think we live too close together.
That's
you need to be pulling shit like that. We in the same damn neighborhood. So, what you really trying to do? And I'm not coming off as a tough guy. I'm not trying to be a tough guy, but you can't threaten me and my family. And if something happens to us, everybody will know it was you that did it. And I'm reading that like, that sounds like Kanye thinks it's about to go down tonight.
Yeah.
And he wants to put the word out there, like, if something happened to me, you know what I'm saying? And then Kim Kardashian jumped in and made a tweet saying, Drake, don't ever threaten my husband. If it wasn't for him, it would be no you in my family. If it wasn't for him, there would be no you. And then at the end of all of that, Drake hired more security to guard his house. But there's a line in Sicko Mode, which is a Travis Scott song. And Travis Scott is married to one of the Kendall's Jenner, the Kardashian Kanye people, that tribe. And so Kanye is kind of like, you married into the family, nigga. He did a song with Drake where he dissing me. Now, in a song, Drake says, I leave my house, make it right, and cut the lights. So apparently, if you leave Drake's house, make it right, you're going towards Kanye's house. So Kanye took that like, nigga, you talking about driving in my house on a song as a threat? And then Kanye was reaching, because Kanye crazy. He was like, you said you were right.
That's not nice.
He
might be speaking about something you don't know. That's privilege between what's going on between them. We're on the outside looking in.
Well, he wore a MAGA hat. I know what I think about Kanye. But he also did say this, to your point, that you talking about making it right. You said my son sleeps on the right side of the house. So you talking about killing my son. I thought that was a stretch.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know.
That's a lot.
It just was a whole lot of shit. And I don't fuck with Kanye. I don't really fuck with Drake all that much either. But I dislike Kanye. So I use my unflattering words with Kanye. And I don't apologize for fucking with him. That's how I feel. But I'll pass it to one of you ladies.
I want to give him JB though.
Well,
She's like, nigga, shut up. You've been talking too much.
I just gave it to her. I said I pass it to one of you.
I felt like the whole thing was crazy bullshit, honestly, for two reasons. Number one, if this type of shit is going down, why are you talking about all this crazy shit on Twitter? Like, if this is your dude and this is where it is, why isn't this happening why is this going on over Twitter? Why does the world need to know about it? That's my biggest question. I just, like, when shit goes down between me and my dudes, like, the world doesn't know about it. Facebook doesn't know about it. Twitter doesn't know about it. The three of us know about it. And if it needs to get dealt with, it gets dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we involving the Twitter world in whatever bullshit is going on between the two of y'all? And it just sounded really, really crazy. I didn't like. There were all kinds of references to threats, and it sounded like somebody going on a crazy ass rant to me. I didn't like it.
It might be baseless. It might be for a publicity stunt to have their names in everybody's mouth. It works.
Or it could be, just, I'm not sure of what his mental illness is specifically, but we all know that he's not right. Something's not right with him mentally. And that means his rationale is off. He's gonna be irrational. He's feeling like, okay, you're not answering the phone. You can't ignore this tweet. You're gonna acknowledge me somehow.
He did it to Jay-Z too.
Right. So this is consistent behavior with someone who is not in their right mind. So at the same time, when someone who's on a I don't know what to call it, but on an episode, they're not going to be thinking of lies. It's just the truth coming out.
He's pouring.
Typically. So
he just chooses to pour.
He's choosing to pour publicly, and I'm not on either one side because I don't give a damn no way. I didn't buy nobody album. At all.
So you think Kanye is speaking his truth?
I feel like he's being honest.
He's very consistent with that.
I feel like this is his truth. Maybe it could be extreme, his points of view, and he's not being rational. He's in an irrational state. But these are legitimate fears for him. These are legitimate concerns for him. He said something about the goons going to the front row of his show and threatening his art. So I mean, it could have been just beer, but to someone who's going through.
We need to talk about that as well. Pardon? He's about to smoke in front of us.
Oh. Okay,
well, I was smoking the whole show.
He was smoking.
I just think that's very disrespectful that you're smoking in front of women.
Ooh, I ain't gonna say no name.
I always smoke in front of women. Maybe that's why I'm single. You call for already? Don't be like the girl at the Dave Chappelle show. It's on the call his promoter and get his show canceled and all this stuff because he was smoking a cigarette.
I can't breathe.
Oh boy. Okay.
And when I bring on the tears,
I don't know what they saying about it. What they saying about it over here? We just totally ignoring their comments.
They've been quiet. They was joining in with you talking about
I just think that we don't have all of the pieces to the puzzle, and he's giving out his pieces, and we don't have the other two.
Gotcha.
Hey, we got some extra guests in the building.
What's up, boo?
Hi, girl.
Hello.
How you doing?
So we did. I guess my thing is Kanye seems really scared. All of that stuff aside, it seems to be a genuine fear. And Drake hired more security. I know that's like an oxymoron. Kanye is scared, so Drake hired more security. But no, yes, that's right. Like I always say, a scared nigga is a dangerous nigga. A scared nigga will shoot you in an argument.
Yeah.
That don't require guns because he's scared. A scared nigga will kill your whole family because he's scared. Like, scared niggas do extreme shit.
That's real. So,
Kanye's level of fear would heighten my senses. I would be like, whoa.
On high alert.
You too scared.
But everybody doesn't respond the same.
Yeah.
It may be looked at as scared, but certain people don't have a high tolerance. Like, you got a lot of people out there that like to talk a lot. I don't talk. I proceed with said dog walk. We only gonna talk but so much.
You're focusing on Kanye being, scared and reacting, but Pusha T is the one who got goons brought to his show, so he could be.
He's following the proper protocols to protect him and his
thinking about Pusha T's team. It's not necessarily only Kanye he got to be concerned about.
He has a family.
That's interesting.
Well,
at the end of the day, put the shoe on the other foot and put yourself in that situation. What would you do as a man outside of the BS if you were in that situation? If you're being the responsible one outside of what Kanye is doing.
There would be no tweets. I would just
Yeah.
just trying to man up, trying to make the call again.
And that's what needs to be done. At the end of the day, they both need to grow up. They all need to grow up.
Nobody. I tell you what, it wouldn't be a topic on the show.
Right.
Would nobody be talking about it?
That's
right.
True.
I tell you what the topic would be. If I was Kanye, damn, this is.
Well, maybe
you lost another one. Rest in peace, Drake. Like it would be like.
Maybe they're doing that. Maybe Kanye is taking it to the extreme so that there is protection, like public, like. if there's heat on you, everyone, if you, like he said, if something happens to me, you'll be the first person they look at. So maybe
he's covering his behind.
Yeah, like
I mean,
I don't know.
It looks like he's trying to say, like, basically, like, something happened to me, like Drake. I'm telling the world it was you.
Right.
So don't make no moves. But that still speaks to fear to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell a man how to be a man.
I can't.
I'll leave that to you.
Going to Twitter with everything, it seems like he's scared. And it's okay to be scared. Like, people are scared of things. Like, you're not less of a man because I'm sure that El Chapo, I'm sure I would be scared. Like, I'm not going to be like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there's somebody that's going to put some, I would think, like, shit, I ain't got an army to fight them. Maybe not that one person, but their army, I'm like, I ain't got no guns to fight them. And I would probably be scared. I'm not shaming him for being afraid. I'm just saying, he sounds really afraid.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like this, maybe, with all of this, like Niche said, we don't know the full scope. So if maybe there is legitimate fears. We don't know who's in whose camp. We don't know. I mean,
they might have informants. They might got spies. You don't know. You don't know who's for you. You got he has a lot of people around him that's probably not for him. And the way that he goes off, you got enablers around you.
Ain't one of them affiliated with Jay Prince?
Drake is.
Right.
Drake is. So I mean, and Jay Prince has a reputation.
Yeah, exactly.
So if Kanye could be thinking Jay Prince jumping in, and but they need to keep it off the internet. And some other shit we need to keep off the internet is Cardi and JB's best friend from middle school, Offset.
Really?
I just he grew up together. I remember that.
Y'all were just together?
He's always been like, man. He's always been like, yeah, Offset got this group with his cousin and uncle called Migos. And I was like, hey,
lying again?
Yeah,
no. And then he was like, because JB was going to sing on their songs.
We need to get a crown so that way I can always put his crown on his head when it's the Lion King.
Oh, there you go.
Cut on my off, JB. Cut on my off.
The Lion King.
I'm just telling the story. Okay, fine.
That's what I'm going to start yelling when he's like, you're lying.
Fine. Was JB went to school with Offset grandfather. So anyway, one of you ladies want to tell the story about Barty?
I'm upset. You can go ahead, love, because he took her moment away from her. That's what I'm most upset about. Yeah. He could have came correct a different way. He took away her moment. That was a monumental moment for her to have. He could have waited. And he's a repeated offender. You didn't just do this once, twice, or thrice. You was out there living your best life. Living your best life. Yeah.
Hey.
Let that woman be somebody else's new pussy. Period.
Okay, so there's no need to bring it in.
Ain't no pussy like new pussy. Let her be somebody else's new pussy. Your loss. Period.
Wow.
I'm gonna like my clothes.
So I feel like this is so let's start from the beginning. Let's take it right back. We were introduced to Offset and Cardi, and I guess he's notorious for cheating. She's always said, what's the sense in breaking up with him and I'm gonna get a new dude and he gonna cheat on me? You know what he was doing beforehand. Fine, whatever. You married him. You probably set new expectations within your marriage. He violated them. You decided that you had enough. Great, wonderful. You took it to Instagram, saying whatever it was. Like, you guys are no longer together, and somehow it became our fault that this happened. Like, Offset is like, y'all won. And I'm like, what we win? I didn't tell you to cheat on me.
She wasn't worried about that when she called out. She wasn't worried about Nicki Minaj when she called her out on her bullshit too. So keep it consistent. When she put it out there, you leave room for everybody else to give their opinion.
Yeah, I didn't get there yet, boo. But but I'm talking about Offset and saying y'all won. Like, it's our fault that she decided to leave. Meanwhile, we're not in here with marriage. Yeah, he did it out first. Like, that's his first reaction to it. Like, y'all won. Like, no, you lost.
Like,
you alone lost.
Hold yourself accountable.
You knew what Cardi was. You knew her trajectory was just on an onward and upward
Level
spiral. You decided that you was gonna have your cake and eat it too. So now eventually there's consequences. So now,
Poor little tink.
Tink.
Y'all harmonizing. It sounds like you're harmonizing.
It's a leap of faith. Y'all wouldn't understand. So now here is, you Offset is making all these public apologies, and like Niche said, how dare you? How dare you take your sorry ass
Son of a bitch
on her show, on her historic performance. Rolling Out never had a female headline that show. So for you to take that away from her, it shows you're such a narcissist. You're completely insensitive. And your apology is no longer about her receiving it. It's just about you forcing your will upon her.
Like manipulating the
and you're
situation.
manipulating it. How dare you trash basura.
Trash.
Like you are. Like I'm so you didn't think about, you're only sorry that you got caught. You ain't sorry because I'm sure she had the same type of passionate, upset,
Yeah, and then she had to keep that bottled up. That's a lot of practice thrown down the damn drain. Rehearsals, mental stability, getting herself in check and getting herself ready for her moment. And you snatched that from her.
Her memory is forever tarnished because of you and your stupid ass behavior.
But I'm not gonna call a man trash because at the end of the day, I don't agree with his actions, but that is the father of her child. They have to co-parent. That man's gonna be in her life for it is what it is.
No, I mean, ask people to take it easy on him.
I'm not taking anything easy on him because
I'm talking about his decision to do it at that time.
We didn't cut you off when you was talking. Let us speak.
We was vibing over through. But that's fine. It's his show.
That's right.
I just wanted to get a word.
Let's not get kicked off.
Just a word. Really? Really? Cut her mic on, baby. Cut her mic on. I was defending Offset at first, just saying that he wants to apologize. Why can't he? And then the women on my timeline quickly let me know why he couldn't apologize at that moment and why his apology wasn't worth shit.
Why?
And then, because apparently he's cheated multiple times, which I didn't know. I thought he's human. He cheated one time, like. What the fuck?
So you thought it was appropriate for him to go on that stage at that time and make this public display?
My argument started before the stage thing. My argument was just about his Facebook video clip apologizing. Okay. The stage thing hadn't happened yet. So my argument was pretty much like, well, it probably happened. I didn't know about it because I don't keep up with Offset and fucking Cardi B. But what I knew was he made a video apologizing. And I was like, what do you think, ladies? And you know what the fuck they thought. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. So when I made a post today and was like, I'm like, oh, he cheated multiple times. So this is a repeat offender. Yeah. I'm gonna go over here with a man who don't cheat, and I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and mind my business.
So not only that, the apology, like, don't come and dress me as your wife as bro. Hey, I know I messed up, bro.
I say bro.
Because I hate when women call me bro.
What's up, bro?
I'm sorry.
I'm
mother
not
of your
bro.
child.
I'm new, I'm daddy. I'm not bro. I'm not bro. You're not going to lower me in the hierarchy of the family. It's daddy or you're not bro.
No, don't. I was like,
better get her choked back if she call you bro.
Maybe that's
because I'm excited. I don't even want to say that.
Presentation means a lot. Presentation means a lot. Number one, that wasn't the time nor the place. But even the fact that you was going to even carry yourself and do all that, can you please be respectful in your word choices? At the very least.
I just think overall he didn't come correct.
It was trash. It was
trash.
I'm not calling him trash. I'm calling his gesture,
efforts,
what he did.
Your efforts are trash. You half-assed that. You could have came harder. You
But
could have came correct.
He's been repeatedly doing things. Now, he might not be doing the right things. I'm not going to say that. But he is putting forth effort. But that doesn't mean he gets her back. That doesn't mean it's good enough. I'm not saying it's good enough. I am just saying, let's acknowledge that he's trying. I don't think it's 100% he's doing it just for himself or he's doing it just for the camera. I think he really loves that woman. So I think he's trying, but he just may not know the right way to go.
You can love a woman, but you have to respect her too.
I'm going to tell you the right way. I'm going to tell you the right way to apologize.
Absolutely.
Change behavior. Change your behavior. Show me.
But
that
you
have
can't
changed.
change behavior
No.
if you're not together. I can't show
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
What talking about? I can't show you that I'll be faithful to you if we're not together. I can't prove that.
No.
You can? Okay,
Yes,
educate me.
you can show
How
that
can
you're devoted.
Wait. I'm answering a question. How
Can
can
you-
I show you that I'll be faithful to you if we are
We're
not
no longer
together?
together, then how can I possibly?
They're separated. They're not divorced.
How answer the question? How can I show you that I will be faithful to you if we're not together?
You don't have to be with anybody else. You're still married, so don't go and dip your dick nowhere where it don't belong. Period.
How do you know I didn't do that?
Your word. Your
You got your actions. There's not enough time for you to be all like, okay, take me
So
back
put the shoe on the
now.
other foot. Men are so biased with that. Y'all would hang us from a fucking rope.
No,
If-
no. I
If you
didn't
found out
say-
that she was like, so say you Offset and Cardi done cheated on you multiple times. Y'all can't even take 3/4 of the crap y'all put us through.
That is a fact. We cannot.
Y'all can't
We-
handle
we-
none of that.
men-
She would have
men-
got cut off. She would have got
We're
blasted
pussies.
on
We're pussies.
social media.
We
She would have
can't
got
take
called
it. We
all
can't
types
take
of
it.
hoes.
I'm not going to say anything.
She would have got
Nope,
dropped
you're
everything.
Right. You're right. We can't take it. I agree 100%. We can't. You're right.
So again, put the shoe on the other foot. You got sisters?
I have women like sisters.
Okay, so put the shoe on the other foot. If your mother, would you want a man step into your mother that way, or the women in your family that way? Keep that shit consistent.
Well, I was never inconsistent. I was never inconsistent with it. All I said was he's apologizing. I didn't say he was good enough.
So would you tell your mother that
I didn't say Cardi should take him back. All I said was he's apologizing. It's a good first step. I didn't say anything else.
Okay, but if your mom is saying I need some space, I want some time, you need to prove this and that and the third before I take you back.
No.
Respect the space.
My question was.
I'm still waiting on my answer though.
Okay, but you're asking a question that I didn't. You asked me something I never said.
I already did answer your question. You got selective memory.
You put cut down.
Y'all, you know what? Cut their mics off, JB. Cut their mics off. I had it. Cut their mics off. Cut their mics off.
But I answered the question. You're not
my
receiving. I said by still being faithful within your marriage, acknowledge the fact that you're still married and you're not going to step out and even though you're separated, you can still be faithful.
It went on
You dismissed
no.
my
But no, I didn't dismiss it. I have two women talking to me. So, you know, I changed my mind on polyamory. I changed my mind. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna find one woman and just chill. This shit, hell no. Hell no. Because I got two different people talking to me. I'm answering her, and you're like, but I answered the question. Well, I'm answering her now. And I answer you, you're like, well, you didn't say my thing. I'm like, what? I can't eat two pussies at one time.
We're calm, we're cool, we're collected. You the one that's high. Why are you so emotional?
JB.
This is what you deal with on a consistent
That's what we
basis.
deal with for 30 years.
Oh
Wait a minute.
Like, how do y'all are some strong and loyal motherfuckers. I would have been like, that nigga elevator don't go
Turn her
all the
mic
way up.
all the way up.
Turn the mic on,
Turn her mic all
Turn
the
the
way
mic
up.
on.
This elevator
Turn the
don't
mic
go
on.
up.
Like, my God.
Yes.
It don't go to the top floor. It don't. I'm sorry. And you an Aries?
Aries.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's an Aries.
You done fucked up now, dude.
You cool for Cocoa Puffs crazy.
Y'all
my
Libra.
face, got my
Y'all
face.
both Libras.
Yeah, we're both
And we know what that means. We know what that means.
That's what it means.
What? Did you say something about it?
What it mean?
It means
What's-
that we're able to maintain balance and regulate up and through if we need to.
I'm
No,
sorry.
what it mean, y'all batshit crazy.
I'm such a fucking lady.
Whatever.
All right,
Anyway.
y'all. Moving on.
Thank you.
Speaking of batshit crazy, this story is just off the chain. We heard on the news recently that this this trans woman was married and whole time her husband doesn't know that she used to be a man, doesn't know that she's trans. This shit blew up all over everywhere. Mad disapproval. I mean, personally, I disapprove. I'm gonna say that out loud. I'm gonna say it up front. Like, I don't like this at all because I thought the whole point of this movement was to be open and honest and upfront about what's really going on.
Absolutely.
And if somebody's going to accept you for who you are, they need to accept you for all of who you are.
And that's
you know
exactly
what I'm saying? that is not what was going on here. This is a deception, and I don't like it, ladies.
He didn't get a no.
Yeah.
He didn't get his marriage a no, I think.
But even at that point, you've already invested so much within that person. You've already been deep into.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's like, she's got the house, the car, the like everything.
Like you can't. It's a marriage. You can't. She's
sitting
different.
in her like, yeah, they're.
It's not like I can just dip out. Peace. That's a process.
It's not like they just got married.
No,
and that's emotional stuff that
no,
man
but even
has to
still, I'm
process.
saying from a legal standpoint, he still has the option of getting that whole thing and all. No, the husband.
I just don't agree with it because
It's
at the end of the day,
trifling. It was trifling
that's taking away somebody's right to choose.
Yeah, that wasn't right.
Like and my brother is gay, so, and I mean, I'm proud of him for stepping out and saying, this is my truth. I'm gonna walk in my truth. Accept me or don't.
Right.
But he would never maliciously. That's trickery. That's manipulation. You take away somebody's right to choose.
I agree.
Bingo.
Give me the right to fuck with you. Period.
I agree.
So,
I look at it.
So every single last time that man was digging in them guts, thinking it was women guts, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. He was shooting up the club too, letting it come all up. Let me hush in the mouth, but that's mental stuff that man has to process. And now you maliciously.
Somebody got
You maliciously made this man gay. You maliciously made him gay.
I have two questions for y'all.
But at the end of the day, how could you not know that?
That's one of my questions. Question
y'all never had any conversations about?
No. Let me ask you this question. I'm gonna get your answers. Do you think that a man, as a man, that you would, or as ladies, a man should be able to tell that that's not a woman? That's question one. Do you think that he should be able to tell? Well, I don't say not a woman because that's disrespectful. Right. It's not a. I'm not saying sis. Somebody else introduced this question because I don't fuck with none of the terms.
I know where you're going with this. You know how could he possibly get all the way into a marriage without realizing that this woman was formerly?
Well, not even how could he not? Do you think? I guess I get your answer. My question is, do you think it's possible that he can get all the way into the marriage without really knowing?
For me personally, no. Because for me, a marriage is about way more than just the female that I'm dealing with. It's about her family, who she is, where she comes from,
none of them
her history.
The green light?
I'm meeting her mom and her, if she, her pops, whoever. I'm looking at them baby pictures, all of that stuff. Like for real. I'm
doing that when we dating because we in Atlanta. I'm doing that when we dating. Third date, I want to see your baby picture and your college picture.
Green light, yellow light.
I want to see your.
But see here, all of this is under the presumption that there's a green light. Like if we're moving down that path, that's the way I move down that path. I gotta know all about you before we go there. And if you don't want to share everything with me,
that's a wrap. I need full transparency. I need everything laid out.
Thank you.
Regardless, because at the end of the day, you are me and I'm you. It's a matter of perception. I'm a reflection of you.
And see, for me, marriages, we about to put progeny. We about to put offspring on this earth. So I need to know all of
it. Okay, so do we all agree that for the most part he should have fucking known already?
Absolutely.
So I don't want to victim shame. I don't want to victim shame.
You see red flags.
But I'm asking questions.
You see the red flags. He chose to ignore them. He still proceeded forward. I don't care how good somebody looks on paper. I don't care how good they're the representatives that they present to you. You see those red flags and those warning signs. You should have been on that yellow light. It should have been red light, yellow light, and then green light. Boom. Let's do this. But I don't know.
So do you think he should have? There was a way he could have known.
There needs to be some form of accountability. Absolutely.
Like you said, there's warning signs.
Oh, I figured.
She on camera, so she Jamaica, say hey to everybody.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely warning signs, and I don't know. We don't know the conversations that were had. Maybe he did ask. I don't know. and he was lied to.
That's a hell of a lie.
It is. I mean, but for him to even the trans to even go through with the marriage and be that way for so long shows their extremes. So who knows what kind of extremes they went to even get to that point.
Yeah, they might have cut off the family. I ain't got no family. I met people that's like, I ain't got no family.
Or
I
maybe
didn't bury them, of course, but I met people that
they doctor pictures, catfishes videos.
I mean,
That's a lot.
I think
it's a lot of manipulation that was going on.
So my second question is, and this is what I believe, but I want to get you guys' opinion. Should you have to disclose your original sex?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, should they have to?
I know
should
they
you have to disclose your original sex?
Yeah.
A lot of them be like, no, I don't have to, but yes, you do.
And then sometimes you can't
But
even
see,
tell.
that's
You
the
throw up
hypocrisy.
looking
The
baby.
hypocrisy is everybody who, I guess, in that environment is talking about how they want to be accepted for who they am and who they are and be
It's
real
very
about
hypocritical.
everything, but then want to hide who they truly really are.
They can't even
Like, you can't have it both
accept
ways.
Exactly.
And
That's very
to
hypocritical.
piggyback off of that, a lot of those trans won't, like if say for instance a trans woman won't go about and date a trans man. A lot of them, they would deny it. They were like, no, I don't want that. I
Right,
want
so you
it.
basically denying the mirror image of yourself.
Exactly.
So how truthful
So-
and how, like, you know, how authentic are you really?
And I'll say this. I said it earlier, and Love looked at me like she's about to be like, ah!
She did not.
She didn't look at me like
Lion
that.
King, Lion King.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, lion.
Okay. So I look at trans people. I try to really grasp it, the concept of it. And I know that in my mind, speaking for new, I don't believe it. If you're a man and you chop off your dick and have a vagina and you start living your life as a woman, I don't believe, to me, you're still not a woman.
You're not.
Because this is how I thank you for saying that. This is how I know. I wouldn't date a trans woman. If she's really a woman in my mind, only speaking for me, then why wouldn't I date her? Like, what would be the issue with dating her? If I believe she was a woman on the inside and it was just the physical and she got rid of the physical, so now she's legitimately a woman, then why the fuck wouldn't I date her? Because I don't believe that shit. And that's where I check out on a lot of these topics, is I know I don't believe it. Right. Now, I have made progress because, like I said, I work with a trans person. I used to. And the first time I called, it was a trans woman, so it was a man that became a woman, that I referred to them with the pronoun of her. Everybody was like, and I was like, well, I'm not going to be rude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to disrespect the person, but I don't believe that you're her. Mm-hmm. I don't. Young man, I don't believe you're her, young man. No.
Just call them by their names. Like, I honestly feel like me as a woman, I'm not going to submit to calling you a woman. You will never be a woman in my eyes. I don't care what you do or how you do it. You can think all day. You can pray on it all day. You're not my equal. And there's no disrespect to you. You're not my equal as far as in that category. So, no, I cannot accept you as a woman. I can respect the choices that you made to carry yourself. I don't hate you. I'm not going to be mean to you. But when it all comes down to it, you're not me. You don't know what it feels like to have sex with your boyfriend and think you might be pregnant. You never knew what it was like growing up watching grown men look at you differently sexually when you transition into a grown woman. There's a lot of things that comes with just being a woman than having a penis or a vagina. Us women, we go through a lot of emotional things. You know what I'm saying? We suppress a lot of what we go through, you know, especially as black women. So you cannot put yourself, you can't come to me and tell me I am a woman. This is who I am. I know it in my mind. Okay, cool and fine. But at the end of the day, I can't see you like that. You will never be that to me. I'm sorry.
And we now will take a commercial break.
Yeah.
And just for the record,
real.
Tamika's had an invitation to come up here for what, a year now?
Don't try to be
Okay,
funny.
just
I saw my girl up here. That's what
Yeah, show that support. Boom, boom, boom. You see? I bring it down. But
So
at the end of the day, I would want somebody to walk up in their truth. All respect across the board. I respect anyone that's walking in their truth and not out there manipulating people.
Boom. And what we'll do right now, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we got to talk about who's the real king of R&B.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to talk about polyamorous relationships and how they can work and not work if they attack you for being anally raped. So we'll come back and talk about that. Give us like 1 minute.
If I'm not here, that means he kicked me out.
Why gotta be I kicked you out? Give him a JB.
Don't bring me in.
Love, I got to remember this. I don't kick people on the show.
You're lying. You're lying.
She had to go.
She had to go.
Y'all are something else.
What you mean?
And JB, did you stop the
keep my
podcast?
stuff.
Oh no, stop it.
You tried it.
I can't. You gotta do it. JB, you gotta do it.
How are you?
As usual. You're so silly.
Trying to mold myself and get myself in order. Just came from Galilee London to well, you know, I don't know what this next.
All it is three. You got the rub down. You got the rub down. You just put
Love,
it in there.
it's me, good.
Hey,
Nice
you
to
know
meet
what?
you.
You just put it in. You just rub it.
I'm gonna let you do all of that and show me what products
You
use.
try to get
one's not. It's just
You should get a little boosty face.
What makeup are you using? Beautiful.
Well, this is just the what is that? The LA girl.
Really?
I want you to be your face.
No, it's not. It is. That's it. Look at you. Bye.
Yes, I have.
Still working.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, everybody's going over there. That motherfucker's crazy. Hey, how you doing? You good?
How you doing,
I'm good.
JB?
How you doing?
Somebody is smart. Hey.
Oh, y'all got the
Hey.
Fuck you.
It's coming.
So we're still being recorded.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yeah,
about time.
Yes. He been inviting me to come on the show, but I was working Sundays. Then I finally got Sundays off.
It's funny how that works. As soon as she came on the show.
Then she had a Sunday off.
She said Sunday off, which is nice.
True.
What?
Good point.
What? Are you low key?
Oh, they real good for that. He tried it. Oh, but me and Love came in and tag team.
What y'all been doing last night? What y'all been doing last night? You know, the crazy thing about it, I was looking at this on the goddamn thing. I was just staying in the house last night, bored as fuck. I gotta do something in my life.
Me too.
Good as shit. Keep up, baby. Nah, this is every damn plate. It's not vegan friendly, so.
Vegan?
Nah.
She said,
I'm not vegan. Okay. I'm just hard body. I don't know what
No,
you're doing
the only
these days.
organic thing that I moved on to is milk and
I don't drink dairy. It's been about 2 years.
Well, I can't.
Yeah.
What's that? That's chocolate.
Go ahead, Uncle. I'm trying to calm down.
What you say?
I calm down. I want to say
I'm sorry.
how was the show?
thank you for that.
Huh?
So cute.
Oh, okay. So it was some.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was good. That's why I kept knocking out. Like, what the hell?
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
What you got? Lemonade?
Vodka and squirt.
Oh, y'all tripping. That nigga said vodka.
Yeah. Vodka. That squirt is magic.
Yes,
I ain't had that in shit.
Can you make me one?
I sure can.
What is that, like the lime juice and Kettle One type picture?
It's like a Sprite, like a citrus grapefruit soda type thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we kept saying squirt. That was.
Throw me off a little
That
bit.
squirt
Like,
is amazing.
Y'all so
There you go.
I
nasty.
love this little lemon
That
squirt.
squirt is amazing.
No thanks. Okay.
This is a fucking mess. God damn. had a whole show.
At least my ham hocks are coming back. I wanted my legs today. She told me that. You kids well.
Maybe
They don't ever believe me when I tell them I have to.
about 45 seconds.
Everything is 7 seconds. I miscarried last year.
I have 2 kids.
Work hard for that. But I'm eating everything fucked up.
I'm starting back up tomorrow.
Really? You're lying.
I'm going to do it. It's just will I maintain it?
You'll love it. You just change the meaning of it.
We should go live and do like a exercise session and see if you can do more push-ups than I can.
You wouldn't receive it and then change the meaning of it.
Squats. Let's see them.
Do squats.
Really, you see this?
Yeah, I always squats when he's probably on the toilet.
Huh? What? Oh, the squats I'm doing on the toilet.
What is it called?
Okay.
Locker.
Squirter. The squirter.
That's the name of the drink, the squirter.
You drinking a squirt? Oh, the Amory.
Oh, I like that better than the damn money wine, man. Oh, I can't get down with wine. I just can't.
I love it.
I don't go lie. I've been on that Stella Rose lately. That shit is busting.
That shit right there.
That whole bottle had me fucked up. God damn. I'm on ready.
Yeah, JB, where you at?
Is it ready there?
Yeah, he's in the back. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and hit it. Shoot my face.
If you don't like to smoke on them.
You didn't want to drink all that. I would go. Are you coming up? Or you start? Nicole, everybody coming up?
What was
Just
that?
wanted to see everybody.
Chuckle?
Everybody.
That was cute.
I'm too. Drive later.
I'll figure that out later.
We stay a little driving.
Have y'all started recording yet?
It's never
Let's go
stopped.
the next time.
And we're back. Kinda.
You got some good energy. Yeah, you got some good coming energy.
Coming.
You know I come off of energy.
Oh, that's right. You too.
Tamika, hush.
We're gonna
You
need
said we were gonna do a
You said
video.
Jimmy?
I thought
You
we
said we were gonna do a video. We should.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
No, not like that. No.
She said something about good coming energy and then making a video. I'm just asking.
No, we were gonna talk
Okay.
about my spirituality, like me being able to communicate with dead people and,
Oh, okay.
and
So,
stuff like that.
somebody go to the Facebook page and pull up the live.
So, good energy, meaning what?
Meaning it's pure, like you shouldn't allow everybody to tap into you.
I know.
Good. You can gift people things.
Because what is that life?
No, I'm serious.
Huh?
You can gift people things.
Yeah.
Like what you speak and what you think and what you touch. Like the genetic kiss, that is really something.
Okay. You know what? I be feeling like my parents with this technology shit. I don't know how to do it. And I be like, let me find
Crazy how your
this.
mind
You know,
works is
I be people
it's not
snapping
like-
on me because I don't like none of this shit. I
I'm
don't feel like,
definitely
man,
gonna be in
don't see
touch.
that much. Can't
You like
it.
me? You like me?
Shit.
I'm getting better with this shit.
I felt your energy all fucked up.
Wow.
Definitely have to do a meditation on you.
Damn.
My energy, alright.
He said, "My energy."
It did
Yo.
not.
Right.
It was nice. I was getting there, but it did not make me calm.
You know, you didn't hold my hand like you ever
I
said.
don't think anybody brought
I haven't touched you.
What? A lighter.
a lighter.
I didn't touch you. She
Like
was-
I don't even have
she
to
was
do
my
that.
energy.
I'm reading your energy right now just by sitting next to you.
Okay. What my energy say?
You horny. Horny little dog. That's all you think about all goddamn day. Fucking making money and fucking.
Yeah.
I think about the black race too. I'm very much into my people.
You
don't get no black race from me?
Yes.
When you don't have nothing to say, you just tell them. When you don't got the right words.
I don't shit.
What? I'm a super.
That's what we got love for. She finesses it. Oh, she humming too. Like we in church.
I'm a hypersexual. You're not going. We slut shaming. We slut shaming. We slut shaming.
I mean, you do what you do. I mean, ain't got nothing to do with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm the only person in this room that you feel they be horny. All right then.
Everybody in this room loves the fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
They don't vilify my desire for choking women and
I
shit.
don't want everybody. I like to get handled with care. Like, ugh.
All right, I'm gonna share.
I like you to tear it up first and then soothe and then go back to it. Like,
Are we live?
Let's
are
share.
we?
We've never met one.
Oh shit.
I'm going to ask you guys for the 18th time. Can somebody go to the Facebook Live?
I'm on it. I'm on it now. It's good.
Oh shit.
I mean,
And you
how
were
am I
saying
supposed to know
that.
that?
You sure were saying
But
that.
Jamie was.
I asked, can somebody go to the Facebook Live?
Yeah, I just-
Nobody told me
yeah.
that they went.
Yeah.
How would I know?
I heard
literally-
Jamie say so.
Yeah.
And I said that I didn't have good reception in here.
And I said I got it.
I ain't know that. I ain't know that. Well,
That's all
speak
right.
to
Okay,
me.
Jamie.
Speak to me.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know?
Talking about.
Anyway, I'm sharing.
I'm not
so
talking about all
we're
this. I
almost
didn't
ready
bring
to
it
Y'all
go.
got X-Men.
Okay, with this. Now, what about what about the podcast?
It's coming up in a second.
Well, we need that first.
Yeah,
before we do
I
anything
know.
else.
Let me get that. Here. All right. All right, there we go.
We are on. Okay. And so we're back. Part 2. This is what a year-end show's supposed to be like.
Yeah.
This shit been lit. But I'm gonna tell y'all what. This is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do. I'm coming up on the jacket.
Oh, what? You coming out the jacket?
I'm coming up on the jacket because we can get a couple things straight tonight.
He think he gonna make
He
it?
about to put somebody in their plate.
Yeah.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Let me
Babe,
give me the mic. Give me this. Give me the mic.
I got a mic. I'm using my own mic.
Oh my god.
So basically, what we going? No. So he said I got their attention. You wanna know? You wanna know?
You want it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You wanna know how you keep an asshole in suspense?
I don't even.
How you do it?
Just like that.
Like that.
Curiosity killed the cat. This is some righteous pussy over
They
here.
call that dick curiosity.
I gotta give you that on that. I gotta give you some on that. What? Sorry.
Okay.
You good?
So we're back for part 2, and this is our year-end show. I guess this is our New Year's Eve show. This is the culmination of 7 years of hard work when it was just me and JB on a radio, internet radio station. Then we left that station. And I think our first show after we left them, we had like 8 views. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do our own thing. Like we're not gonna be under nobody. We're gonna be our own bosses. And started at the fucking bottom. And now we up to 5,000 views and streams. Appreciate you guys. And this is our year-end show. The year was fucking good.
It was a good year. A lot happened.
Damn. Do y'all want to talk about, is it possible that we go around and do something great that happened this year? and something, Gilman, something great that happened this year? And something that you want to leave in 2019? Because I was asked that question today. Jonathan Clay asked me that shit.
Oh, Jonathan asked that question. I'm
something you
so
love
surprised.
about 2018? And
Jonathan's a sweetheart.
or something you
Let's
want to
not do
continue in
that.
He's the
2019?
enemy.
And
We
something you
don't
want to
like
leave?
Jonathan.
Wait, no. We're not gonna.
You told me off camera that you didn't like Jonathan.
Hey! No, we're not doing that.
You
Shout out to
said
Jonathan.
Jonathan is just
Shout out to
disgusting
Jonathan.
and foul and nasty.
Whoa. So,
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
I mean, he said it with so much passion.
Never said that.
Really? You want that brand new? Like, tell the truth.
Lying.
The Lion Queen.
I didn't either confirm nor deny those accusations.
Right.
Nor allegations.
Right.
But yeah, Jonathan is just, he always goes on my page and he's
we're not gonna talk about him.
Don't make it about
he throws so much shade.
No.
But this is the sunlight. He said he don't like you at all, bro.
Okay, so back to the topic. What do
you do be throwing shade.
Keep throwing it.
I'm playing.
So
he didn't say that.
don't nobody switch your drink again.
Oh shit. This is lemonade. Don't listen to them. This is lemonade. Lemonade.
Right, lemonade.
It's lemonade, Daddy. It's
live from
lemonade.
Atlanta.
Everybody on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play, they can't see my face.
Look at my face.
Look at his face. Go to YouTube, watch the YouTube broadcast, and you'll see the expression.
Don't do that.
So let's do it this way. Back to, if there's one thing that you could bring into 2019 that you've done and you appreciate that you've done or whatever, and one thing you would leave behind. I'll start it because I'm putting y'all all on the spot. But what I said was I would continue my career trajectory, like on my life trajectory. I'm happy as shit with how shit is going right now. And if it continued to go up going into next year, I would be happy as a motherfucker. This 2018 was a great fucking year for me. One of my best years since I've been in Atlanta. And 2012 was like legendary, like one of the best years of my life.
It was a good year.
I don't think 2018 was better. I just was a lot of bad shit happened, a lot of good shit happened. Too much good shit. But that's what however,
they whispering and shit. Damn,
I'm sorry.
that's a lot.
That was very interesting, love.
okay. So the thing, what I wanted to leave in 2019, and I say this, I was like holding people accountable, like people who have done me wrong, demanding apologies, demanding you fix it, demanding you show. I almost lost my job because they did some fuck shit to me, and I went up in there acting like a nigga instead of acting like a corporate guy and listening. I would have been like, the fuck is? And I was like, you know what? But what it really was me trying to hold them accountable to them. They fucked me out of some money. Yeah. And I wanted them to know, I know you did it, and I want my money back.
So you sounded off.
So, but me trying to hold them accountable to that, I fucked myself out of more money.
Yeah.
Now, they did fix everything at the end. And I made more money in 2018 than I made in any single year of my life. Okay. However, I would have made more if I hadn't been so hell-bent on showing them how wrong it was and you better fix this one.
And letting karma do its work.
Exactly. So what I want to leave in 2018 is me, the word is reacting, trying to demand.
You want to be more logical, not emotional when you make your decisions, because at the end of the day, that's a bait and trap to stop you from leveling up. And they want you to stay low on the totem pole. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you got to think sometimes people see the greatness in you that you don't quite see yourself.
But you know what? Everybody's scared of a black man that's very knowledgeable, especially with their job.
And I'm sitting here like,
because,
oh my God.
as
you're talking and you're talking about the accomplishments and everything that you guys have built, that you're still building, that it's gonna be, like if I could tell you what I see, like what this is gonna be, like what this already is.
Other girl.
You ready to receive that?
Yeah, just like it was a toy at a party on my team. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So remember that.
Okay, so let's keep it moving around the circle. Last year,
I'm impressed by you. I'm like, I'm on it.
This year rather.
Right? I'm calling it last year because it's almost over, right?
This year was a big year of personal growth. I accomplished a lot of goals. I even birthed a new business. I was not expecting to do so. It just came and fell upon me because I was like, you know how you like, okay, I want to learn how to do something. And my homegirl, Dion, just was like, all right, I'm going to teach you how to do it. And then all of a sudden, I'm making head wraps. And
they're so beautiful.
Thank you.
They are so beautiful and authentic, and they're surrounded in so much love.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. I'm proud of you too. We're going to get to you. But it just was like a lot of personal, internal growth, accepting of who I am, and just kind of like cultivating a new vision for my life that didn't include what my mother wanted, what my father, what my family expected. It's just, learning a lot of lessons and being open to new people and receiving like beautiful spirits into my life.
You're welcome.
Woo.
You're welcome.
I told you. Good luck.
And I just came across like these core of girls that's been nothing but supportive, nothing that I ever anticipated, that I ever expected, and I expect for the new year coming, just continue on this path of personal growth, maintaining integrity, creating a new vision for myself, and just embracing new people and trusting my gut. Like this year, I've had to learn how to trust my gut in a lot of ways, and it's by me doing so and being obedient to my own self, I've grown a lot. So I'm gonna continue to do that for the next year.
Oh. Gold star, bitch. Gold star.
Everyone has talked about growth this year. I mean, you expect to grow every year as a logical, intellectual human being. That is always a life goal, right? So we expect to do that every year. So I did that the same way y'all did.
Yes.
But that being said, this year was special for me because I entered a brand new industry. I was an expert in a field for 17 years, and I broke into a brand new industry and had to get licensed and certified and learn how everything works and how everything is going. So it was a developmental period for me, and I enjoyed it actually because I enjoy learning. I think that's part of why God put us here, is to learn and to share our knowledge with others. So I was able to learn a lot this year, and moving into next year, moving into this new industry, doing what I need to do, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm so proud of
Hey.
you.
And that's about like fun while you're learning, right?
That's the geek.
Nisha, I was so excited to hear about your year.
That was too. This was the year that I fully awoke. Like my spirit is awakened in ways where I have yet to explain to you guys. It's such a privileged story, but long story short, I miscarried last year. I was 3 months along, and I brought the new year in without purpose. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like I almost gave my kids back to my ex-husband. I wanted to be with my baby. So I asked for certainty, strength. I wanted to know what my purpose was. What am I supposed to do in life? Right?
It's the answer we all look for.
Yeah. And it's
Did you
right
find
in
it?
front of us. It is right in front of us. Like the movie The Last Dragon, when he's going around, he's looking for the master, and it's you. I am my own master. I don't clock in anymore on anyone's clock. Right?
Yeah.
I meet a man and he changes my entire existence. He makes me want to be great. I pour my time, my love, and my effort into this man. I give him all of me. And he still denies me. I had never faced rejection. No one had ever told me no. No one tells me, you know, I'm a brat. I want what I want when I want. Yep. Borderline Scorpio. Get it right.
Hey.
And,
Hey.
Gilman is Scorpio.
this man molds me. He does. He breaks me. He broke me last year. but he moves me into something else. He brings me back, and he does it with fitness. That's what brought me back. I didn't feel comfortable at the time telling anyone what I was going through mentally, like wanting to check out. And my bestie, Byron Rose, he was my EAP program. Like, he let me pour. Imagine this is an empty cup. He let me pour everything. Everything. Good, bad. And he let it overflow. No judgments, no nothing. And he brought me back. Like, the color of this phone is what I saw. Everything was black. I didn't even see color anymore. He brought me out of that. He brought me out of that.
That was a lot. Niece about to have everybody just crying and like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm sorry, but I want people to know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
Facts.
Wow.
You're not.
Like,
you are not alone.
Not alone.
And
so I wouldn't take away anything that I experienced 2018 because it made me into what I am now. Those lessons, those failures, those rejections, those no's, and also those fucking yeses. Those wins versus the losses. And
yes.
the losses.
One important yes, Offset 85 no's.
Yeah,
I'm in sales. I'm a hustler. So I get no's for a living. But those yeses, like that one Ashanti yes no text or Facebook message.
Don't say text.
I be stalking them.
That Tevin Campbell, I'm ready. That Tevin Campbell, I'm ready.
No, I mean literally Ashanti. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna beat the bricks on that.
Ashanti, you hear that? Ashanti, you willing that out to the universe?
She know me. I want to be out there. She knows me.
Okay.
You remember you saw the video? Was she showing
No, you're lying.
Okay, you know what? Moving on.
I still gotta say what my 2019 is
I thought you did 2030 already. You went to like 2030.
Let me have my moment.
I'm not gonna Cardi B you. I'm not Offset, but I'm only giving you like 15 seconds. So you better make it quick.
My moment.
Make it quick.
You got the kid fucked up. Okay.
You got this show fucked up.
So, I'm bringing in 2019. I want to empower women. I want to inspire women, specifically mothers that have miscarried. Find me. I need you and you need me. All I need you to do is show up and show out.
Boom.
And
So,
who's name?
What's this show about? Now let's go straight to the question of the week, because I have anybody that's out there feeling alone, we're gonna change that right now.
Yeah.
This is the sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh.
Because I look at my women, my sisters, and I think about all the no good men. I think about all the homosexual men. I think about how they're killing us off, and I think about how we are not in abundance as black men.
And he means it.
What?
You didn't have to include that last one now.
What?
Go on.
No, that's real.
She wants to hear.
That's real. That's not real?
Go ahead.
That's not real?
Yeah.
So it's throwing you off, right? It's throwing me the fuck off.
What?
I get what you're saying, but I'm surprised it's coming from you.
No, I'm not surprised it's coming from him, but I just don't believe you're gonna incorporate that part.
What's going on? What's going on? I don't understand what's going on right now.
Go ahead and finish introducing the topic.
I'm Madame Dubois, and I predict that them two are gonna be wedded.
Wow.
Okay, continue the conversation.
Wow.
Wedded.
Wow.
And I want my money. Let's bet 50. Let's bet 100.
Wow.
Let's bet $100. Oh, you scared? You not ready to receive that? You asked for that.
I don't know what
You
to
want
say.
to put it down? You asked for that in this right in front of you?
I have nothing to say.
100. Where?
Continue with the introduction, please.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of polyamory,
I don't know what to say.
That's not happening. You can feel that.
You're not gonna come in here and piss in my cornflakes.
She's not gonna be down for that shit. Oh, she might, but there has to be respect. You're too flamboyant with that shit.
Oh Lord.
Lord.
I don't even know.
You just murdered me off. She done murdered me off.
If y'all don't see me next time, he definitely kicked me off the show, but he's not gonna kick me off the show because I know y'all watching.
My wife is sitting next to me. You got to move.
He claimed you.
No, I'm
You claimed you.
Wow, you really did
I was being funny.
You really did.
You know what?
I'm just saying, you really did.
You had to take
You
this.
put that in the universe.
No, I was.
Confirmation.
You put that in the universe, bro.
Okay, well,
I love
okay.
the way you just claimed her on TV, you bitch.
What is claimed is polyamory.
No, it's not going
So, you don't know my life.
You just told me what yours is, and you said it's that woman.
I did not say. Okay, so
Is polyamory the answer
Is it the answer?
for dating in 2018?
Is it?
I don't know. Now I don't even know if I want one woman. Just doing the show with y'all two got me all like, I think I need a half a
There's too
woman.
much
I want a
intelligence
midget.
in the room.
I want a midget. I want a midget.
That's not politically correct.
I want
It
a.
would be not.
What's the quick turn?
I feel very offended.
Oh,
I feel very
So you gonna have no
offended.
problem.
Yeah.
Right, little
All eyes
problem.
gonna be on you. Are you trying to say that you don't want power in your group? Because it's a woman, because it has a
I
right
can't
to
believe we
pussy?
just did.
Are you saying that? Because that's what it sounds like.
Hold on.
This is righteous.
Take your drink, Jamie.
You got righteous pussy over here. Righteous pussy
No
over
drink.
here.
There's no drink.
Are you offended
This
by
is-
so much righteousness?
This is ice water.
Oh, you poor TT.
Well, that was funny.
Oh,
You
Lord.
poor little
You
TT.
gave her the drink back? Why did you give her the drink back?
This is ice water.
All right.
There is no alcohol in there.
Lemonade.
That's the problem.
So we're gonna the question is polyamory.
Hey, yeah, my cousin said, hi, new married. My heart hurt. Yeah.
Is polyamory
New married. Oh, get rid of that friend.
It's my cousin.
Bye, friend. Bye,
It's my
cousin. Bye, cousin.
Is
I'll find you somebody if you want somebody. Don't do that.
Is polyamory
Don't you?
new relationship answer?
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Noom. You know why? Because
Now,
you know
gotta
he
go
and
ahead.
I
No,
had
you
They
gotta
both in
You
trouble
had
when
this
they
conversation.
right. They're gonna have to keep watch over both our asses. Good luck.
we
Ooh, y'all
Now
now us
and
for life like that.
niche.
Help. Help. Help.
He told me to do this. He said I could be me. You said that.
All right. Okay, so you gotta
I didn't know what me
You
was.
guys need to get through the show.
Yeah.
It's 18 months.
All right. So, Donald Trump was impeached today. Okay, now what you think?
I don't know. Do you really think so?
He wasn't. Polyamory, how I look at it is basically, I'll always tell the story. I had a girlfriend bring it up to me when I was like 29, 30, and the way she presented it to me, I was like, oh yeah, maybe get your girls.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, that's not how that works. I want you and I want a woman. So I get a man and a woman. And the woman we pick, she gonna have to want both of us, so she gets a man and a woman. And guess what you get? You get a woman and a woman. So we all get what we want, and we. What the fuck? So we all get what we want.
Stop being nosy.
And I was like, oh, well, you're on the camera. The world is nosy. Like you're. So anyway, she was like, we all get what we want, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense to me.
Lightweight.
JB gave me a drink. So I was like, so.
She said basically everybody got their cake.
Everybody get it too. It's not about me. It's not about me winning the
us.
situation. We all win.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm with that. And we looked for a woman, but we wound up breaking up before we found the woman. Because if you're watching, it's because it was all my fault. And you did everything right if you're watching. But that was my... Nah, not at all. Nope. No.
So do you want a polyamorous relationship?
Who? I am open to the possibility. Like I've been researching it, and I'm in.
But really,
These
you just want
Facebook
to come
groups.
home to two women like every day.
No,
Like
no.
not even sexually. Like just deal with them mentally on their own levels.
Honestly, I'm starting to
Yeah, you
think
getting
no.
a real good. What's wrong?
Because I'm telling you,
I dated
a woman and was best friends with her best friend, and that damn near felt polyamorous.
No,
but the stress, what the stress from that, I was like, oh no. And then doing this show right now,
and then let you do something better with her than you do with her, and that's gonna be a problem. I said, let you do something extra with her, and she feels some type of way about it. It's gonna be a problem.
And I hear that, and now I'm like, it's if I could find two logical women.
Like women are women at the end of the day, and we very territorial. Even though some people are willing to share.
And
that shit ain't gonna work unless you dibbling down with them, and then you got your own on the side to keep you sane, and they ain't got no part of it. That's the only way that shit gonna work.
Personally, I'm willing to take that challenge. I'm okay with it.
But it changes. A woman can go from being territorial to not giving a fuck.
Here's the secret, ladies. Men change too.
Everybody changes.
Yeah, like we'll be alright. I think, yeah, I'm okay with it.
But here's the truth about polyamory. Here's the truth about polyamory. It's either you are or you not. It's not like oh, I think I could be I can do it. I can try it today, and then maybe no, it's not something so much for me. So I'm gonna go back to. That's not if you're deciding that you may think that I'm capable of loving too, then that's a reality for you. But if this is not your reality, I don't think it's a good idea or fair for you to just experiment with human lives.
And I tell you what, I didn't know what polyamory was. I thought polyamory was one specific thing. I was told now that I'm in these groups that I've been polyamorous the bulk of my life, and I was like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? And their definition of it was like, I'll date two different women. They know each other or they know of each other. And they know that I'm dating each one individually.
Did you love them both?
Me specifically?
Yes. Did you love the two of them? Because that's the core of it. Polyamory is multiple loves. Did you love them both?
See, that's tricky. And I'll tell you why. I don't define love like everybody else does. I look at love as an action. I don't look at love as an emotion.
Did you?
I've done this several times. So in which situation? I'm like, I had several situations, which is why I've said they told me I was polyamorous the bulk of my life. So I've done this for years. So you've
had multiple loves multiple times?
I've dated women who were aware of each other multiple times.
That's okay.
What? Well, speak.
I just explained what polyamory is. It's
love.
Multiple loves. It's a capability of loving more than one. So you can date, because dating is, okay, I'm going out with you today. I'm not in an exclusive relationship. I can go out with you tomorrow. That doesn't make you polyamorous. Mm-hmm. Did you have multiple loves? Is what I'm asking you.
Do you love two women at the same time?
Yes, but I don't really believe in love. So I'm trying to find a way to separate love.
Keep in mind, I never said in love.
Well then, yes, yes, I have. Because if I'm dealing with you on any level beyond just the fuck, I'm probably going to love you. Like, and I look at love as a verb. It's how I treat you. It's how I act around you. It's love is a verb. It ain't an emotion. I don't work that way. So I'm loving to what? Nothing. I'm loving to. I've been loving to multiple women. Yeah.
Okay. Well, polyamory being the new relationship answer is not the solvent of whatever problem you think it is that we have within relations between man and woman. That's not the answer. The answer is being your 100% self. What's going on over here?
My cousin said, you pimp. You ain't love them both. You love what you got from them. Who's your cousin?
Where?
Oh, I lusted them. Where? He said I lusted them.
Righteous Reads. You damn right he did, little whore. Mm-hmm.
Wow. No. No. That's true.
That's the customer said to cut off? Oh, no,
Yeah.
keep him.
Oh, keep him. Now keep him.
Because
Now
he call
keep
you
him.
out on your shit.
Okay.
Send me a message. Send me a message. He call you out on your shit. I need him on my spot.
I will say, but see, no. I'll say this. Like I have, I don't. It's what I'm talking about.
Polyamory is not the new relationship savior. Okay. If that's not what you are, that's not what you are.
I agree. If it's not what you are, it's not what you are. If it's not what you're into, it's not what you're into. But then, you know, I'm learning more and more about it, and I'm doing the work to learn about it. I don't know if that's for me.
Yes, I respect that.
But I'm going to continue to learn, and we'll see. Because when my ex brought that to me, I'm gonna give you a peek under the tent. She introduced that to me in 2005. So this has been something that I was working on in 2005 and 6, and then we broke up, of course. And then it's been in the back of my mind, like, and that's like 13, 14 years. So I've never given it the old college try. But I'm like, I'm not opposed to it. But there's a part of me that does feel like maybe it's one woman, like your soulmate, all this shit. But then I came to the point where I was like, yeah, some soulmate. Yeah, your soulmate. Like if let's say I was a rapper, right? In real life, but I retired and now I'm doing podcasts. But let's say I didn't retire, I didn't do the podcast, and I blew up as a rapper. There's a way my life goes that way. Yeah. There's a woman that I'll marry in that life. And then if the podcast blows up, there's a woman I'll marry in the podcast life. And if I sell an insurance, if that blows up, then my soulmate's over there. But I could incidentally meet all three of them. And they could all, no. Well, yes, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying 3 different women. And then, you know, then that could be a polyamorous situation.
So
no, I'm just giving examples. I'm just giving examples.
But at the end of the day, everybody
it's real. I came across. I need to know if all of them right.
If you leave it alone. You need to chill. You know, already spilled a drink over everybody.
No, I did not.
I need you to relax. You gotta relax.
I am, but are you saying that everybody run those shots?
What's the next topic?
Everybody run those shots. At the end of the day, regardless if you exchange vows with a person, or if you're in a relationship with a person, or you're in a situationship with a person.
Okay, so we have
a situationship.
We moving on. The brilliant black boy cartoons. You sent that to me this week.
Yeah. This came out on Black Enterprise.
Yeah, and I Netflix and Chill segment.
Yeah, so Brilliant Black Boy. I'm a Brilliant Black Boy, which was a book that, a children's book. Now it's turning into an animated series that's going to be on Netflix.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we're going to encourage everyone to support them. And it's such an uplifting book. I don't know if any of y'all have read it, but I'm excited about what the show is going to be like, because Brilliant Black Boy.
That's the title. That's the title of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know.
That helps my spirit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but definitely look out for that.
No, absolutely. You put that out in the atmosphere. So you claim that
like a cartoon.
No, it's not his.
Yeah,
it just exists. It's coming up.
It was a kid's book.
It's already out. We can go and check it out.
Are you serious? Let's do it. And let's highlight that on the next show.
Yeah.
Oh, Netflix.
I would recommend it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want us.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I think we did a good job.
Okay.
So
they're making it cartoons that are more appealing to the children, right? Okay.
What's your Netflix and chill selection?
My Netflix and chill selection is going to be. What's my Netflix and chill? What have I watched this week? I finished Ozark. I think I talked about that last week.
Ozark is the shit.
So
I told you.
Seasons.
I finished both seasons.
I'm on episode 5. Don't say nothing. I'm on episode 5.
Season 1? Okay.
It's just amazing.
What is it?
It's a show on Netflix.
What is it about?
Bateman?
He's always been
Jason Bateman?
Jason Bateman is
Jason Bateman?
He's always been a truth.
I love Jason
that
Bateman.
nigga,
That's how he directs half of the episodes.
I know he produces it.
Yeah.
And he's executive producer.
It's a show that I would, if I compare it to anything. Now I didn't like this show too much, but I would compare it to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Breaking Bad, but I know that most people think Breaking Bad is a top show. Usually, Breaking Bad and The Wire are like in people's two top shows.
Michael B. Jordan.
I didn't enjoy Breaking Bad.
Oh my God, you too?
Yeah,
You
he let me do a spiritual reading on him. Oh my God, that man's energy. Ooh, that man energy felt so good. I was in church.
Everybody is.
I had to remember I was in church.
I just don't understand.
Woo.
Anyway, so
That's YouTube, really?
Yeah,
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
I'm tripping.
there it is. I look at Ozark.
Ozark.
Blah.
Thoroughly enjoy the show.
Great show.
It's about I'll give you a brief synopsis. There's a man who's an investment banker, does some money laundering with his partners in embezzlement, and he finds himself in a particular situation where he has to launder a large amount of money every month in order to keep his life. And the story is his adventure down that path. And I won't give you anything else, but I will tell you, Ozark is one of the best shows I've seen in I'll call it the fourth quarter of the year. And, you know, we update you with shows all year round. This was the first show in the fourth quarter of this year that made me shut everything down.
How many seasons are there?
It's only 2. But I
I'm
stopped
about to
everything
seasons,
to
10
watch it.
episodes.
I'm like the binge watch. I'm gonna binge watch.
20 hours total.
Yeah.
It's a great
show.
Okay.
Oh, Jay said Ozark is for Netflix and chill relationship style. What up, Jay? We talked about your show. We talked about your event. The whole anorexic thing. We talked about all of that at the beginning of the show.
Jay. We shut that down. What I told you about lying? Let me put your crown on. You're lying.
I'm still the king. So, moving on. The Ozark was my pick. You have a pick?
Yeah, I watched Mowgli. It was so cute.
That's the Jungle Book remake.
Yes, it was so good. I enjoyed it. I loved it.
What was it?
I can't get with. I mean, it was cool, but it's not the Jungle Book.
I didn't see the Jungle Book either.
What? Wait, what? You never read?
I've never read the Jungle Book.
I can't talk to you right
Y'all seen them doing the Lion King though, right? That's gonna be. It's gonna be raw.
When the Jungle Book had some little white boy in it?
No.
He's Indian.
He's Indian.
Hello.
Yeah, he wasn't black.
Baloo?
He wasn't black. I ain't watching.
Oh my God.
What jungle he was in? Well, go ahead.
What jungle was he in?
It's a cute movie.
Right. An Indian jungle, goddammit.
It's a cute movie.
Jungles in India too.
I'm so done with y'all.
Fucking,
I'm so done with y'all. Hush. I'm so not done. Hush.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, love.
Yeah.
Please talk. Hush.
You don't hush me.
I just
Hush.
You know?
the kid.
Cut her mic off, JD. Cut her mic off.
You know.
So Aquaman is out now?
Aquaman came out Friday.
I'll tell you this much. I wanted to see Aquaman, but I'm not.
Who raised you?
I'm not losing
Right.
Our crew, we go see all the comic book movies.
What about Bumblebee?
What about Bumblebee?
Bumblebee now?
Bumblebee? Nah.
I'm gonna go see because that's
I have
the
only
beginning of the Transformers.
How about this? I've only seen one Transformers
I can't
movie.
talk to you. Cut your mic off. You're done. You're
Yeah.
done.
Oh, they're all sitting up there.
On the third one, I didn't really like.
Fix that.
The last one I haven't seen. That's the only
I've
one.
seen
Because the first one I
I've
saw,
seen
they couldn't talk, and I was like, Transformers talk, motherfucker, and they couldn't
Oh,
talk.
garbage.
So I had to stop. I grew up on the cartoon.
I was talking.
Not on part
He
one.
was.
Not on part one.
Bumblebee was the only one that wasn't
Absolutely.
talking.
They all were talking. What are you
That's
talking
not
about?
a Bumblebee.
Bumblebee talks through the radio.
Yeah, that was the only
That's how
one that
Bumblebee
didn't
always
talk.
talks.
He never said
Nigga, you think about Thundercats?
I saw the first one. I saw the first one a long time ago. I was so disappointed in the first one. I never watched the rest of it.
Watch again.
But I was told that I should watch all of them. That's why I brought it up. That's why
Are you fucking kidding me? I remember the old animated Transformers.
Right, but see, but that's what did it for me because I was a big fan of the animated Transformers, and the movie was more about humans. The movie was just too much about humans to me.
What?
Well, part one, you got to think. I only seen part one. Part one felt like it was too much about the humans and not enough about the Transformers.
It was
so
just
it
telling you the story that was leading up to the second one, which
All
was
the way
pretty dope. Now
Oh,
the third one kind of lost me a
How
little.
many is it? How many is it?
A lot.
I
It's
think it's like
six.
four.
Like 5 or 6.
No, it's like
Five.
4.
It's 5. I'm saying it's 5 or 6 of them.
I thought
I haven't
it
seen the
was
last
4.
one.
Hasn't been that
I
bad.
tell you what,
Because Shia LaBeouf was
telling
not
you.
in the third.
It's
No,
right,
he
that's
wasn't in the
right.
third.
Marky
He wasn't in the
Y'all was
third
gonna
one.
Google it.
Mark is the lead now.
And then Mark Wahlberg was in the fourth
I'm about to Google
one.
it.
Mark
Marky
Wahlberg
Mark
was
is
in
the lead
fourth
now.
one.
They
this is what I'm gonna do. I will, if I can find it, I'll watch the Transform. When did Bumblebee come out?
It came out.
it came out on the 12th when Aquaman came out.
I thought it came out on the 21st.
No, it
There
is.
are.
I think it is the 21st. It is.
So this is what I do. I'll
There are
watch.
5 Transformers
As I
movies.
said.
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah.
JB, you gotta
Then you have
No, I can't
Dark of the
hear you.
Night. You have Age of something. And then the last night you have 5. And Bumblebee is the 6th one.
And when does Bumblebee come out? On
It's
the
out now.
21st? It's out now?
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna binge the
Aquaman comes out
Transformers.
the 21st?
Aquaman is out now.
Aquaman is out.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Bumblebee is out December 21st.
Okay.
Aquaman
That's
is
what
out.
she said. So this is what I'm gonna do.
What do you
I'm
want
gonna
to do?
binge Transformers from now to the 21st, and then we all gonna go see Bumblebee. Huh? Don't see what I watch.
I mean, you gonna have to see all with the third one whack.
So are we all agreeing to go see
And
Transformers on the 21st?
Yeah.
For no reason.
All of
Alright.
John's long for real.
But
The third one was the worst.
I'm telling a lie. I
Oh,
can't.
it was so
The
drawn out.
21st is
Because they really-
So we will
Friday. Next Friday.
Dude.
It was
next
just
Friday.
really
Shit,
made
I'm not gonna be able to binge on them.
21st
Next
next
Friday?
Friday?
Yeah.
I got
It's like
all
It's
it's
only
day.
4. It's one
Y'all
a
ain't got no
It's one a
reason
day.
not
It's
to
one a
come.
day.
If you don't
It's one a
come,
day.
you out. You out.
Deuces,
The movies and I want popcorn.
Jeremy, Nicole,
Watch
just
out
left.
for dog thing.
That's
Don't hurt. That shit like I do
Fuck was that noise?
Okay,
You heard
good.
that shit too, right?
So, hold on. Let's bring it back. JP, hold on. Let's bring it back. We are doing a podcast. It is the last show of the year. And this is Kickback TV.
And it's 50
This is what we do. And we told y'all it was going to be lit. So I don't want to hear no shit about, y'all was laughing so much. We told you it was going to be lit. And everybody saw me that they drunk. So we know. And we are at the end of the show.
We all should have had our fun.
So we're gonna go see Bumblebee next week.
Right.
Yeah.
I got my Fire Stick shit don't work right now. So I don't know how to cheat and find shows.
Yeah, I hate nonsense.
I don't know how to cheat and find shows. So
Okay, you don't know how to cheat and find shows.
on my Fire Stick, I used to have these little apps, and now they keep shutting them down. So I'm gonna have to find a way to see all 4 of the Transform movies by Friday.
Yeah.
I'm not
Once
buying
again.
them all. I can rent them on iTunes.
No,
He
I
has it
own
right
them.
there. He's
I've
saying
said it.
that.
I've said it
Up
like
there.
10
several
times.
times.
You don't pay attention.
How many times did I
For
say that shit?
2019,
Like 3
okay,
times.
I'm gonna need for you to pay more attention to JB because JB's been answering all your questions, saving you like mad times, and you just ignore him.
And you ain't even threatening to kick her out.
Hey
but you did it with me.
JB, I
I
want
can see
you
such
to be a little more assertive
favoritism.
with this one.
And you
What
still
about
continue
to
to
stand
let her
up?
talk.
No, listen to you.
Uh-huh.
It's already niggas walking around the table and shit.
Yeah, you ain't gonna say shit about
I wanna
her.
keep
You
you
want
on
to
that
stay
level.
with your ass. Good luck.
What the hell? What? Back to the show.
So hey, you're not gonna I'm making an announcement. Facebook, I'm single. I'll have me. I'm single.
You ain't single.
I'm single.
No, you
I'm
not.
single.
You called that woman your wife on live.
Oh my God.
I'm single. Holla at me.
That's my wife.
Holla at me.
Hey, ho.
I'm finally single. Hell yeah. Hallelujah. I ain't got no ties. So, having said that, hey man.
You poor little pink tank.
Aren't you ready?
Nope, I'm divorced 3 years and I'm single and I am ready. Come on, life mechanic. Hallelujah.
So, Kickback TV live from Atlanta. Shout out to our Facebook viewership. Shout out to people listening on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and every other podcast site. And shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube. We received our first 2 sponsorships via the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. So we're now getting paid. We ain't making all that money.
I'm about to say
that not yet. But you guys, even if you watch it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, don't be ashamed to go to Spotify and hit play.
Yeah.
Or go to Apple Music and hit play.
Every time you do that,
every time you hit play,
please
pay.
support us.
Or you can send all financial donations because you want to keep the show together. Make sure we got drinks and smoke and everything. You can always hit my Cash App, which is $ New the Mayor.
Really? Really?
Pay me and I'll disseminate the money properly. I promise.
Shit, mine is the land of Dubois.
Hey, so thank you for tuning in. This is going to be, I predict, this is going to be one of our wildest, well, it's our last show of the year. This has been one of our wildest shows of the year.
But authentic.
Authentic. I think people will talk about it for decades to come. I believe decades. So we will see you guys next year.
Yes.
I don't know who's going to be with us. Me and JD going to be back.
What you mean? You gonna try to kick me off of national TV? You got the kid fucked up. Y'all hear that? He got the kid fucked up. I will fuck up every goddamn thing up in this place.
Oh my God.
And then I will act like I didn't know.
Okay, well, happy holidays to everybody. And
well,
happy New Year.
Happy Kwanzaa, Habari Ghani. Shout out to my natives. I love you. Shout out to everybody back in DC watching, Atlanta watching, California. Ashanti was on the road watching. And just let you leave Ashanti alone. Don't
give him that.
Happy holidays, everybody. Much love. Happy Sunday. We will see y'all in 2019. Thank you for the support. Keep clicking play. Just keep clicking play. Every time you do that, we get paid.
YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play.
Click and play.
I want to thank Love for coming out doing the show tonight.
Thank you for having me. It was memorable.
I want to thank Niche for coming out and doing the show tonight.
You didn't apologize to me.
What I do?
You just tried to kick me off of the team.
So we're gonna watch.
You haven't made the team yet.
But
You gotta make the team. Polyamorous. You gotta make the team.
Oh,
and then once you on the team, you can get kicked off. You ain't on the team yet.
Like I said, thank you for the privilege. Like, I'm honored.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for showing up.
Like, you guys are just
Tamika wave at the people.
Completely.
They can only sit like your hand on your arm.
Get in there. Get in there.
I think
you came out to support your girl. That's what's up.
Oh, you want to support her or me?
Me.
Because I invited you all like 9 months ago.
Me.
If y'all can see, nothing happened.
Wow.
Oh, they see now.
Niche move.
Move your cheeks. Move your cheeks. Look at that. Look at your cheeks. Look at your cheeks. You see your cheeks?
So let me see.
Oh my God. It's a delay.
It's a delay. You was cheeking it. You can keep that part. We use that for promo. We gonna use that for promo. I'm gonna that shit all over Instagram.
I offer free training.
Oh, tune in to Kickback TV live from Atlanta every Sunday at 7 on Facebook. You gotta stay up there with your butt.
Oh,
with your head.
No.
Right.
Righteous pussy.
Okay, tune in to Kickback TV live from Atlanta every Sunday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. If you don't catch it live, you can watch it on YouTube on Monday, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Christian Mingle, Black Planet, Mahente.com, MySpace, Tinder.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I gotta go stop the videos.
Years ago.
We out.
What, like 7 years ago? Maybe.
Kickback girls.
Like they got their niche for now.
Kick.
Be my shit, though. I ain't even gonna right.
Look at my little polyamorous family. Look at my polyamorous family. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I'm gonna have set left mechanic 2019. He's gonna come to me.
Look at my little
I'm willing
polyamorous.
that to me.
Look at my
2019,
triad.
Step up to the plate. I ain't doing no polyamorous unless I'm married and he is for me and only me.
I don't. Okay. And look, and here go JB and Tamika. You getting all your camera time now.
Oh my goodness.
We out. Anything you want to say for the end of the year?
I mean, just everybody be blessed, man. Just be blessed. Keep family first, you know. If you want to do something, just go ahead and do it, you know. Everybody fails, but, you know, you got to get out there and push, you know.
There it is. JB?
Hey man, good night and God bless y'all. We'll see y'all next
Like,
year.
really?
I'm busy.
JB the kind of nigga don't make eye contact with the girl when she's sucking his dick. This is like, I'm looking at real.
Like you real rude. Like this is our fan.
Gelman,
Anyway,
what up?
God bless.
going on?
Y'all be-
Executive producer. Holla at the people. We'll see you next year.
Next year.
All right.
All right.
We up out of here. Oh, let me show y'all my face, my prayer face. Oh, let me move my hand here. So thank you guys for 7 years of support going into 8. Thank you for following us, no matter what platform, if it was internet radio, if it was TV, if it was a podcast. And thank you for showing love no matter who the co-hosts were. Appreciate you. Love you. See you next year. Happy New Year. Habari Ghani, Malcolm Xmas, and all that good shit.